What's up? It's your boy Dominic Robinson, aka Fallen Angel, aka Greg Blackson, here with Spilled Bag Eyes, Errol Kalani, bringing you 3 straight G's. Go big weekend.
Yes, sir.
Straight off the bat from the Trill Talk episode with John Doomsday Howard. If you haven't seen that, check that out on my YouTube as well. Probably be a video before this. Great interview. You know, good luck in this fight, by the way. Good luck, Tim Means, too. I know both of them now, so I got to stay neutral. But
we are going for the
bringing you Palmer Electric right here. Shocking experience. You know, I'm looking like a damn nightlight or something right now.
Highlight
pen. That's even better. Fight Live TV power in this. So we're gonna start off with the Go Big weekend with
UFC Fight Night 80.
It even got a name. It ain't even got a name on their website. They need to get somebody to edit this.
UFC Fight Night 80.
Errol Kalani, he got the inside scoop, so that's what we're going to. So
Thursday night on Fox
Namajunas
Sports
versus VanZant?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's what it's called then.
So we're gonna start off. Kaylin Curran, Emily Kagan. I don't have too much to say on this fight, but I'm gonna just say Kaylin Curran because she like 35 years younger than Emily Kagan by the looks of this.
That's so mean.
So,
That is kind of mean, bro.
that's all.
That is kind of
Look
mean.
at the picture that they
We
gave
can
her.
edit this, but we won't.
But these pictures, though, don't do them justice.
That's a Photoshop picture.
Yeah,
It's
see-
supposed to do justice.
See, this is what I don't like about the UFC having women in there, because they believe that every woman needs to have all this makeup on for their pictures. For some women, that makeup and these bright lights, it don't do them justice. It do not do them justice.
For this many women, it should do Emily justice. And when you're an older woman, you know what I mean? I ain't got no problem with older women. I know y'all got y'all stuff together. You know what I mean? I know y'all can do all the things young girls can't. So I ain't got no problem with older women. I'm just putting that on air for all my fans out there. But what I'm saying is it's supposed to make older women look young again. And she got older. How do you explain that?
Like I said, man, for some women, makeup with the lighting and all that, it doesn't, like some women don't need to really wear makeup because they have natural beauty already. But when they add the makeup to it, you put it in the wrong lighting, you look the wrong way.
You guys are sexist as fuck. Have you seen Fabio Maldonado's haircut?
Frankenberry? I'm down for it.
I mean, he looks like he cut his hair with some hedge trimmers, man.
Well, I like Frankenberry though. That's what make him monstrous.
I know, but that's his style.
Yeah.
He looked like a big caveman.
So you comparing him to Emily Kagan.
That's
Well,
basically
you know,
what you do. Yeah, we're the sexist.
You know you fucked up,
and you just
right?
compared it to a man?
You know you fucked up.
No.
You know you fucked up. Right? You know you fucked up, right?
But
I'm saying, nobody talking about him making, you know...
'Cause he's not funny
He should
right
get a
now.
better haircut. He should look presentable.
No, we want him to be a monster.
Still about
Do
makeup
you want
shit.
your woman to be a monster?
No, but she
Only
wants
in
to
bed.
stand there and makeup going into the patriarchy ideal and
You know
bullshit,
what?
man.
You know what? Let's not get into the looks because you know what? That could lead down the wrong alley. We say the wrong thing, and then you know.
UFC, you know what I mean? No problem. Women just want to put that out there because, you know, I was already supposed to be on Tough 22, and then after that, now y'all, this Tough 22 suck because I ain't on there just because I had the picture up on Instagram, even though it was just a cartoon, you know what I mean? I got no problem with women. Reed Harris, you know what I mean? Get at me. So all I'm saying, Kaylin Curran, that's it. That's all I'm saying. Nothing else.
Yeah, seconded.
30.
Carlos?
Alright, so
Carlos like, what you got to
Unanimous.
be?
we going on. Who's gonna slaughter
Go
this
ahead.
name?
Go ahead. Why don't you pronounce that?
Zubaira Tukhugov, Ben Himdish Knight
Yeah.
versus Philippe Nova.
This should be an interesting matchup because Tukhugov, I'm sorry if I mispronounced the name, but 17-3, I'm pretty sure with a name like that, he grew up fighting a war since he was like 2 years old. And but in all honesty, this should be one of those interesting bouts between two tough guys right here. I think Nova's gonna be able to pull it out in this one, most likely by decision. That's how I'm looking at it.
What do you spell?
Novocaine.
Ooh, nice. I like that.
You know what, Philippe Nova.
Yo, you need a nickname? Hit me up.
You know he's Filipino, so you always gotta go for the Filipino people. But
I mean,
this
this is
is
lumpia afterwards if you win. I could go for some lumpia.
that's true.
That is nice.
Hollow all day. He's gonna be like 200 pounds. But
Should be like me.
you know what the other dude? I don't know what he is. Russian, Chechen, that Dagestani somewhere.
It's from
North
Russia.
Caucasus. He's from Russia.
It's from Russia.
But you gotta understand, Dagestan and everything in the North Caucasus is sub.
I'm just going off what they say he's from, man.
Yeah,
You
you
got
get
it.
offended.
You
Start saying the wrong region.
You know?
That's what I just said,
You know
man.
what I
I'm
mean?
pretty
I
sure.
love all y'all. Don't come suplexing me. Sambo. Had to go give her a coach.
Sambo.
Put that out there. Sambo! So, I have to go with him.
How
Though.
funny
I'm
is
all
that?
about the North Caucasus region. You know what I mean? I love it. It's the last place where real men exist. So I'm going with him. And you guys got numbers. So we're going to move on to the next fast. Danny Roberts, hot chocolate. That's it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I got hot chocolate. Because I relate to that. You guys talk now. I ain't saying nothing else.
You got hot chocolate because it's December and it's cold?
It's hot chocolate.
You got marshmallows?
Why wouldn't you be mad at him?
He will be UFC welterweight champion if you add marshmallows.
I don't
to
even
that.
have it.
The UFC don't got nothing up for these guys. No pictures, no stats.
Well, Nate
Who's the
Coy,
other guy?
Nate
Nate
Coy
Coy,
from Black Zones. I want you to say, here's why I ain't got Nate Coy. Because Nate Coy, I feel like he beat Tyrone Woodley way back in the days. He looked good. He had shit cracking. Then he went on the Black Zillion show. Who the fuck was he? I don't even know who he was no more. He didn't even look like the same dude. So I don't trust in that. But I do trust in hot chocolate in December.
We'll keep you warm.
That's it.
All right, well, you gonna go with Roberts. Spill.
Coy.
Even
just
after
guessing.
What I said,
I don't care.
you know you fucked up.
Again?
Are they both black?
No, Nate Coy white. So just go with the black.
Oh, okay, so my blackness won't have to pick against the brother. So, Danny Roberts it is, or as Mr. Great Blacks in here likes to say, hot chocolate, please.
I'm not even looking at pictures.
They don't even have pictures up to look at them.
Well, there you go.
I know that's cold. UFC,
That's
come
not-
on, man.
yeah,
come on,
send it
man.
on.
Y'all department stacked up.
Now we going on to who? Spill, you butcher this.
Go ahead.
Oh, come on,
You
man.
went to a private institution?
I can't even see. I don't have my reading glasses on. Andreas Stahl and Santiago.
Go ahead.
Santiago.
We'll just call him Santiago.
Bio.
Bound. He's from
Ponzin-
Argentina.
Ponzi scheme?
Bio.
Okay.
Santiago, sorry, brother. It's just,
Who's starting this off?
Spill, I think you should take this one, take the lead on this one, my man.
We got 21-3 versus 9-1.
Sweden versus
I'm going to go with the
Argentina.
crafty vet, Santiago,
Nice.
for no other reason.
I'm going to go with Andreas on this one, man. I think that both.
With the Swede?
He's with the Swede, man. The Swede.
I do like Sweden. They're cool people.
I think he's got something going for him, man. He's 9-1 right now, and granted, the veteran Santiago got way more fights, but sometimes we've also seen that also doesn't mean that you're going to do better in the cage. I think Andreas is going to be able to come in as a young up-and-comer and be able to take this guy out and get a finish.
I'm going with Santiago. One, I like this last fight. He's real good striker, real aggressive. So I'm always with that. Putting them hands on people, putting them paws on them. Plus, I want you to observe this. In his UFC picture, he got the goddamn people's eyebrow up.
He do got the people's eyebrow up.
How you gonna go against that?
Because pictures don't win fights.
The people's eyebrow.
Yeah, but that was like predetermined though.
Yeah, this could be but what if he did that yesterday? Then would that change things?
Not really, because pictures don't win fights. I mean, he could come out there with the theme song, the glasses and the belt and everything. He can't use it in the
I
ring.
know that's pretty strong though. If he came.
If he drops the people's elbow in the fight, I'm changing it right there on the spot. Or if he hits the rock bottom, the Samoan drop kick.
That's strong. I want you to know I got in a street fight once and at the rock bottom on somebody and broke their leg.
I want to let you know that one time I hit rock bottom and stepped in hell on my goddamn toe because there was a rock at the bottom of the goddamn ocean.
So the rock got you on the rock bottom.
Rock bottom, man.
You got TKO.
TKO and I was
So I'm
done.
going with
You done fucked
Santiago.
up.
So we're going to the next one.
Woohoo!
Aljamain Sterling
B-boy!
Al Jerome.
versus Johnny Eduardo. You up?
Yo, I'm gonna say this right now. Aljamain Sterling, if you guys don't know, be sure to watch this young kid, man, out of New York. I saw him today at the UFC open workout, the MGM, and the dude is just a freak of nature, man. He was able to get, grabbing a partner on the ground, but pull out some really sick submissions. Obviously, it's a workout, so it's not like it's a real deal, but I'm really looking forward to him. He's 11-0, great physique, great attitude. He's got the nice throwback haircut with the B-boy chain, so I gotta go for him, man. Just thinking that there's a new breed of athletes out there, a new breed of fighters, and I think he's one of them, along with another fellow we'll talk about later in the card. But I think Aljamain Sterling's something special to watch, man. And UFC, you need to promote this guy a little bit better. Undefeated, great physique. He get an impressive win. How about you try to promote him a little bit better like some others you've been promoting pretty well?
Black power. You know what? I'm going to say this. I'm actually going with the upset with Johnny Eduardo this time. I like Johnny Eduardo. Good takedown defense, good stamina, a lot of power. He's separated Wilder's jaw. Eddie Wilder's a tough dude.
Very tough.
Me and him used to fight at Tai Chi together. He separated jaw. And his only loss in a while was to Rafael Assunção, and that was by decision. Who I feel is a better MMA and outside of MMA jiu-jitsu guy than Sterling, even though Sterling is unorthodox. And everybody's all like high on Sterling. I'm not high on him yet. He fought, my boy Cody Gibson his first fight. I thought he lost, and I wasn't the only one. Yeah, and I saw about 50-50 on that, but I thought he lost, and I'm Greg Blackson, so I'm the only one that matters when it comes to these goddamn decisions, because I see it all, which means he lost. And then, he's fighting guys where, I don't know if you noticed this, when he's in trouble, he goes to the stalling tactic. And I don't like that. He tries to take people down and stall. And anybody that's honest when they're watching him, they have to notice that too. And I'm not saying he's not a talented kid. He is. I think he will go far. I think he's going to develop more. He's only had 11 fights. Ain't even been in the game that long. But with Johnny Eduardo, I feel like you can't do that. The guy's good on the bottom. He's good standing. He's aggressive. And he's been out a long time. He's hungry. While Aljamain, I just read an interview today, he's already talking, his older interviews from like a month or two ago, he's talking about how he's unpleased with the UFC doing this and that to the fighters. And just today he put out an interview saying, after this fight, I'm going to be testing the free market. His mind isn't in the right place.
That's true.
Could be looking too far ahead. That might, and the Brazilians out there, they hungry, man. So
they hungry because they're living in them damn favelas that don't be feeding them. Spill, what you think on this fight, man? That's what America. That's what I'm talking about.
That's all you're going to say, just Sterling?
We've been talking for like 45 minutes and we're not even into the main card.
Damn, he got a point.
You see this?
Got a point.
What, you white. Why aren't you always happy?
Why
ain't he always happy like Sage Northcutt?
He's a depressing person, man. Look at his dog, man. His dog look like he's depressed. Shit. What you expect from him?
Not depressed, he's chill.
That's another word for the
He was getting up about to.
Yeah, he did get up like, hold up.
Like,
don't be bringing me in this now, bro.
He had a puff chest at you.
My bad, Carlos. My bad.
Okay, we going to, and this is go big, man. They want to know what we got to say, because who's going to say it better than us?
We got a lot of cards, a lot of fights to get through. That's all I'm saying.
You got money to make. Are you trapped in Spill? You trapped in now? See? They're making me,
white people, right?
You know what I mean?
Some of my viewers, man, they don't know
what Percocets is up. So we got Antonio Carlos Jr., Kevin Casey.
Man, oh man, let me tell you, I've been a fan of Kevin Casey's for a minute. I have been. Brother looks good. He's got a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I've really been hoping that he could put it together in the cage consistently. Look, you give me the look like you want to. He's one of them guys that I'm hoping he turns the corner. It gets to the corner. He don't turn. He just gets there, look around, then take a couple steps back.
So you keep going back in to start like
a little bit inconsistent. I'm just waiting for him to get the $200 and pass go. But I really do like his chances. He does come from a good camp. So hopefully this could be the time that he puts it together. But I tell you, the opponent that he's got in Carlos Jr., Antonio Carlos Jr., not going to be an easy test, man. Not going to be easy.
I agree. Kevin Casey, I don't know. It's just something. You know what? First of all, the thing that makes me, his cardio is finite. It's just, he runs out of it every fight.
Yeah, he carries a lot of, I don't want to say meat, because that's
well, you got to think about this.
And
no offense to the camp at all, But you got to facts are facts. He's from Black House. 4 guys from Black House all got caught from the exact same steroid.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So maybe he's getting tired because he's relying on that shit instead of putting in work. And I'm all about that work. TMT. 10th Planet Vegas. Holla at your boy. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But that I ain't with that. You know, you got to put in that work. That's anything. You know what I mean? Antonio Carlos Jr., that dude's legit at
Yeah.
and legit power. And he's faster than Kevin Casey. And he's actually bigger. So
Okay, well,
I think that's a losing proposition right there. So I'm going with Carlos Jr., you know, especially with that aggression.
well, Casey's from America, so I kind of got to go for the American.
Damn, you make me
Spill, what you
nationalist,
think?
man.
Well, got to, man. Look, if the Brazilians and the Irish can root for their own countrymen no matter what, we should be able to do the same for ours and support our American troops while they, not the troops, but, you know, the fighters, while they in the cage going to war, so to speak. We got to support our own people too, man.
They don't
That's
turn
not what
their
the
back
show's
on you all
about.
the time.
I know, but I'm just, what do you think over there, Spill and Carlos? You trying to
He
get,
said Carlos.
he said Carlos?
He gonna win?
Nice, I like the little play on Carlos, going for Carlos. No.
Plus, look at this guy's whole look. He's not shaving his head. He's not trying to look pretty. He's in the gym, putting in work.
Kevin Casey did do that video with that dork too.
Spencer Pratt.
That
Kinda
took
hard to
away,
get past
that's why
that.
he can't turn the corner. That took away half his blackness.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
Turn the
It
corner?
just keep,
I think that should
keep
take
getting
away
him stuck
more than
right
that.
there.
Okay,
You know,
fair enough.
Maybe more. So who we got next? Omari Akmendov versus Sergio Moraes.
Okay. Take the lead on this one, Mr.
You
Ray
know what?
Blackson.
You already know me. I'm all about Russia. I'm all about North Caucasus. All about Dagestan. All about Chechnya. Russia, best place I've been in the world so far. You know what I mean? Everybody was out there cracking. You know what I mean? I was like, man, Russia, y'all treat me so good.
So who you got?
I got Omari. You know, Sergio's good though. The thing about him, his jiu-jitsu is legit for MMA. He's one of the black belts that still looks like a black belt in this sport. And his striking has been getting better. So I've been impressed with them as of lately, but I feel the thing that's going to make him lose in this fight is Omari has a wrestling advantage and a striking advantage. So I don't feel he's going to be able to get it to the place where, you know, he will win the fight. And I think that's going to make the difference. I think Omari's probably going to win by decision. Plus, Omari has those leg kicks, though. You remember he tore up Brian Ebersol.
Leg kicks.
Brian was spinning like
killer.
like a damn tornado, and you know them leg kicks.
Spill, what about you in this matchup? Who you thinking?
Endless break you.
That's it.
So, who's that? You going for Ivan Drago?
That's right.
He ain't fighting though.
Hey,
The Russian stand-in.
Okay. I'm just saying, man, you
Come
gotta let the people know who you talking
Yeah,
about.
come on.
What if somebody ain't seen
They don't get the
before?
references. They don't deserve.
okay, wait. We got some.
Come on now.
We got some
It's not an
serious.
obscure reference.
We have something serious here.
Yeah.
You starting this spill because you started the motherfucking drama. Tim Means Business versus John Doomsday Howard, who we just
I didn't
interviewed
start anything.
yesterday. Trill Talk.
I didn't
Check it out. Spill started funk.
You did start it up, man.
I
You
didn't say
viewers don't know.
anything.
Spill.
I wrote down what you
Writer
said.
for UFC.com wrote an article, edited it, changed the words, put words in Tim Means'
Flip the
mouth,
man.
flipped the script, and put it out there.
I thought it made a
And
better
Doomsday
story.
read it.
So Doomsday was not happy.
You started
Hey,
this off.
I'm a
Spill.
storyteller at heart, so you know.
Go,
Tim was
Spill.
being really nice. He was saying, couldn't respect this guy more. I've got not a bad thing to say about him, and it's like this is boring as shit. So I had to,
You gotta do that sometimes. You gotta-
So you threw a little in,
No.
you took a little bit out. You know what? Instead of I can't say nothing bad about him, I can say something bad about him.
exactly.
Right on.
Go Spill. Don't. We can't.
No,
we
okay.
gotta
That,
pick.
obviously, I'm
no,
joking. I don't want to get fired or anything.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
I have it on tape, what Tim said. Digital tape. So you want me to pick between Tim Means, who I always liked, who's always cool to me, and now John Howard, who we just met and was an awesome dude. And I'll feel like a dick no matter who I pick.
Hey, man.
I gotta be honest, gotta keep it 100, keep it Trill. I think, originally I had Tim. I was like, Tim all day. I think Tim's gonna outwork him. But, you know, after thinking about what John said about the new training program he had and how he looked in that last fight, he did look like he had a lot more stamina, a lot more strength. Now I don't know.
But you gotta pick.
I do?
You gotta pick one. Anytime today, anytime. Anytime.
I mean, you guys spent like 40 minutes talking about, like, you know,
At least
some
we
guy
was-
on the...
At least
We'll
we
let
talk.
Spill think. We'll let Spill think on this since he already did.
Since he
Started the
already
fuck between them. I'm gonna say it like this. Tim means business. You know, he was there when I beat Joe Daddy Stevenson for my belt. You know, he was on the commentary, said nothing but good things about me, made me like him more. Because I already liked him before that. He shouldn't be dirty bird. He needs to be means business. Because, you know what I mean? When you handle that business, you know, that's how it go down. But, you know, this match is, here's the thing. It's like when I spoke to John Howard yesterday. I feel John Howard's the stronger fighter physically. I feel he's the harder puncher. And I feel he's the better wrestler. A technical striker, I have Tim Means. And a better ground game, submissions, I have Tim Means. Because we don't see John Howard go that route. But he says he's a brown belt. Or it should be black belt. So maybe he just hasn't used it. But one thing I've seen about Tim Means, and it brings me back to the Masvidal fight even, when he's on his back, he's very good at doing damage with elbows and punches off of his back, but he doesn't offer any submission attempts off of his back.
Okay.
And John Howard is capable of getting him down and staying on top and doing the damage, and he's not going to be in threat of being submitted. So the way I look at it is, if John Howard fought him the way he fought Thiago Alves or anything, I think he would get picked apart to a decision loss. But with this new camp, and I probably would have had Tim Means winning till we spoke to him yesterday, and his camp has him in better shape than he's ever been and being versatile like he was at the beginning of his career. And after I heard that, I think now maybe he's going to decision Tim Means. So I'm going with John Howard. Pisces, you know what I mean?
Okay, alright, we ain't gonna get into the whole Zodiac BS or
Same
whatnot.
birthday.
Tim Means is a very tough guy. Very tough fighter.
Right.
Yeah, that was just that got kind of weird. But Tim Means is a very tough fighter. He's well-rounded as far as striking on the ground. John Howard, I've always been a fan of his before. I just liked his aggressive style. One thing about Howard is he's not a guy that you can really game plan for as far as how he's going to come at you. His knockout, submission, and decision victories are pretty even. So he's not one of those guys that you say, oh, he's just going to try to grind out a victory, grind out a decision, or oh, he's only looking for the big knockout, or he's just trying to get it to the ground. He takes the victory wherever he can get it. And with his new camp now that he's training with in Boston, he didn't start lifting weights, doing weight training in his camp until before his last fight. And with a guy with his automatic strength already and his athletic ability, I feel that, you know, he could be coming in to a better, quote-unquote, prime of his fighting career. I like John Doomsday Howard in this one. It's not going to be easy. He's not going to blow through Tim Means, not at all. But I think John Howard's going to be able to pull this one out. And thanks to Spill's article, I think he just gave him some extra motivation to get him going. So, Doomsday all day.
You got to pick now, Spill.
Yeah, we did come back.
Got to pick.
Okay. Tim Means by controversial split decision.
Is it controversial because Tim Means looks like you and not John Howard?
No, it's controversial because it's a really close fight.
Oh, okay. Because
So a
we
lot of
both
people
picked
are gonna
John
say,
Howard.
I'm not
You
saying
picked Tim Means.
I might think that John won. I'm saying I'm predicting how the judges will pick it, not who will actually
So how
win
will
the fight.
White judges.
We
Probably
ain't gotta call them white.
fucking white.
Shit.
Elias Theodoro versus Thiago Sanchez. You start this off, my man.
I'm taking Thiago Sanchez in this one. There's nothing against you, Elias. I think you're a pretty good fighter. I saw some of your Snapchat videos from behind the scenes. Very entertaining guy. But I think Thiago Sanchez,
Santos.
excuse me, I was clearing my throat, but yeah, Santos, sorry, excuse me about that. But Thiago Santos, I just think he's got a better game as far as how he's going to come out. He's going to be aggressive. Definitely going to go with the leg kicks, and then if he goes to the ground, well, you know how that goes already. So I think Santos is going to be able to get this one, probably by second round submission, maybe I'm thinking, but could go to decision either way.
You ain't go next.
I'm taking the male model, Elias, because he's undefeated and he follows me on Twitter.
Hey, that's a good reason to go for it right there.
And he's white.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but you brought it up, so yeah.
And Canadian.
2 for 2, huh?
Well, I like him despite being Canadian. I'm just kidding. I tease Canadians.
I'm going for Elias. You know what? Here's why. First, let me correct you, Kalani.
Correct me.
Thiago Santos ain't even a goddamn submission guy.
That don't mean he didn't pull one off.
He's a striker, and Elias
so
is a wrestler.
Brazilian is a submission guy.
Yeah. Now they don't do jiu-jitsu.
Name one that don't. Name one that doesn't.
He don't.
That doesn't mean he can't do it. That don't mean he can't do it.
You can't racial up in here. They all got jiu-jitsu now.
Yeah. What's up?
It's not racial, man. It's called Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for a reason.
Well,
and it's called German Jiu-Jitsu.
He's a striker, and he kicked off the other Canadian's head in 2.5 seconds his last fight. Steve Boss.
He got the kick.
His head kicked off, and then Conor McGregor caught it in the crowd. Elias, he's bigger, stronger, wrestler, jiu-jitsu guy, and he got that weird stand-up. And one thing I say about him, he got
nice hair.
Unlimited stamina. And then I read in an interview that he talked about how all these women chase him. He was like, man, I put it in the bedroom. And I was like, that's my secret to cardio. Somebody else had it. It blew my mind that somebody had equal stamina to me out here with the same training regimen. So I have to go with the Canadian on that alone.
You guys better pray and hope that Santos don't pull off a damn submission. Because if he do, that big ass slice of humble pie that y'all gonna be eating is gonna be tasting mighty.
I tell you like this on air, if he pulls off a submission, I will take you to eat wherever you want to go eat.
And as y'all can see, boy, I like to eat. So
that's the deal.
Sounds good.
Just admit you didn't know much about Santos and you just made the assumption that he's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
I didn't make the assumption, man. Elias is a good fighter. Elias is a good fighter, so I'm not going to sit here and think, oh, Santos just going to blast through him and get a TKO or knockout. No. But when you got two guys who are good at stand-up, guess what? That kind of equals each other out, so I figure Santos might be able to catch him by surprise since he hasn't done it yet and pull off a submission.
Good save.
Yeah.
That was nice, right?
I'm so impressed.
Right,
hold on. We gotta let Bill start the next one.
Oh, come on. Fuck.
We gotta let
What are you doing to me now?
start the next one.
What's the
Cody Fist her.
Oh,
Now,
I like that lady.
Kids, I'm not saying what you think I'm saying. That's literally his last name, Cody Fist her.
Fister.
You know what I mean? But we ain't saying Fister, we saying Fister. If you know what I'm saying. Versus Sage the God, Mr. Bender Pan, Ken Doll, male model, the next American president,
Morris.
the Great White Hope.
The great hope for all humanity.
Mr. Never Been Unhappy a Day of His Life. Mr. Over the Rainbow. Mr. Pot of Gold at the end of the rainbow.
I don't think he's ever had sugar before.
He is sugar. Sage Northcutt. Ghostfield, you guys are the same color. You know what I mean? I know they say Cody Fister white too, but he ain't the same white as Sage Northcutt. Sage Northcutt is the type of white that even white people want to be.
Yo, this thing just got really awkward.
So you started off, but we
you've
ain't even allowed to even start this off right now.
Now no matter what I say, there's some sort of weird element in it of.
Well, technically they both white, so you can't go wrong either way.
Not according to this man.
Well, I mean, you know.
You just gotta pick the more evolved white.
The more evolved.
I am not the mayor of white people.
Wait, hold on. We gotta go to Crystal Glasser behind the scenes. Crystal, what's that color that you always say that's super white?
Alabaster.
Alabaster. You gotta go with that.
I can't help it that I'm pale.
You're clear.
I don't go out of the house. The sun, that's why I look, young for my age, because I don't go out of the house. I don't get that sun beaming down and destroying your skin.
It is burning us up like Alien Nation.
You look young.
So who are you?
I'm going with Sage Northcutt.
What? Right on. You got any reason why?
I know.
Because
he's the more evolved white.
He's unpredictable. And he's he's been training since he's been 4 years old, man. You can't take it away from the kid.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I think he's going to run into someone who's going to, he's going to move up that ladder and he's going to fall hard at some point. But I don't think Cody's the guy that's going to be there.
Okay.
And I think also it's some intelligent matchmaking. They want to keep this Sage Northcutt star.
Well, it is
rising.
his second UFC fight,
So
he did get a guy who ducked me, by the way. Trinity Vegas, manager, Goons, Goons go out _ HBIC, put the fight together and he ducked me. Francisco Trevino. He took some fight with some dude that's like 3-2 from Vegas, then was in the UFC after turning down the fight with me. I just want to put that on tape. And then he fights Sage Northcutt, overweight, on drugs, and then he pushed Herb Dean. Don't you touch Herb Dean.
the Dean of Dean.
That's all I'm saying. And now he got Cody Pfister, who, here's the thing, Cody Pfister, he wrestled at, let me search my memory banks, Great Blackson, Iowa. You know what I mean? Good wrestler, all that. But the thing about it is, he got beat to another traditional martial artist in James Mutasari. And James Mutasari is like a fourth as explosive as Sage Northcutt. So it's like he said, it's good matchmaking. Now he's fighting another like karate taekwondo type of guy who's like 200% more explosive and bigger than Mutasari. And he's evolved white. You guys don't even deal with that. How's he gonna deal with that? Sage Northcutt, Mr. Sugar, Mr. Over the Rainbow, Mr. North, Mr. North Cuddy. He got it. Ken Doll.
Well, I'm not gonna go the race
Zach
route.
Morris.
I'm not gonna go that route. But I am going for Sage Northcutt in this. The dude is a phenomenal athlete, young, explosive. Like you said, he's been training since he was knee high to a grasshopper size. Cody, though, I think so many people are overlooking him. I was watching open workout today. Cody might try to look for that overhand right. He was working on the bags a lot. And, with Sage having a karate and taekwondo background, he's going to be having his stance, and he might be looking for a kick, or be looking for a nice takedown like he got in his last fight. If Cody can land an overhand right, flush on him, Sage, we're going to find out how Sage responds to get hit in the face. We're going to find out how he responds to pressure.
Did you see his amateur fight?
Being clear. I mean, don't get me wrong. Amateurs all nice and good. This is big stage.
But I'm saying, you saw Sage amateur loss?
Who hasn't?
The guy, caught his leg through the overhand, knocked him out.
Yeah,
in one punch.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. Yeah. Cody, with his team, he's got a very good team, like you said. Wrestled at Iowa, so I think Cody's going to put up a decent fight here. Obviously, in MMA, anything can happen. One kick, one punch can end it. But I think Cody, if he doesn't get caught flush, I think he might give him just a little bit more trouble than what Sage has had in the past. But I do think Sage is going to be able to pull it out. And unlike everyone else who's ate on the kid, I'm excited to see this kid go forward, man. I don't think he's going to go through his whole career undefeated, but I'm excited to see what he can do as a fighter. And hey, he's only 19 years old, so man, go out there and be as energetic as you want.
Yeah,
Shit, I can't be like
I'm
that.
excited to see what he's going to do.
It's going to be a good fight.
I'm excited to see what he's going to do. I don't feel it's right for people to just get pushed and all that ahead of people who have earned it, just like Paige VanZant has a Reebok deal when other guys deserve it more. I don't feel that's right, but that's not their fault. You have to take what's given to you.
Yeah, you do. I mean, that's like in any sport, though. Yeah. They give it to the person that everyone knows. There's somebody on the Yankees that's playing better than Alex Rodriguez, but guess what? He's got the big contract. He gets the endorsements because you know him. Right. And same for any other sport. So it's unfair, but it's just the way it goes.
I'm excited to see how far it is. I think it's going to be a tough fight, but I think he's going to pull off. And I like Cody Pfister after I watched him on Embedded because, he was just going, we're just fishing out here,
I like to see if Cody doesn't win this.
I like that, just because of the way he talks.
Yeah, if he doesn't win this, I like to see him get another shot.
It was like he was high through every Embedded episode.
Well, let's not say high because he got
no. I said it's like he was high.
Controversy.
It's like he was.
He was chill.
He was just out there on the lake, just chilling. I was like, man. He's like, it's good.
The calm before the storm.
It's calm. So we all got Sage Northcutt. Next fight, intriguing fight to me. Jim Miller, Mike Chiesa. I start this off, and I gotta go with the Maverick, Michael Chiesa. I'm gonna tell you, I'm a big dude at 55. I've seen Mike Chiesa, you know what I mean, a few times, because he trained over at Syndicate John Wood. My homies at Syndicate, what's up? And that's a big dude.
He is big for the division.
He is a big dude, and you know what? Honestly, when I first saw him on that Tough, I was like, man, this dude ain't that good. I'll sleep this dude. But then as I started to watch that Tough, and I saw his mindset, and I just saw he's more serious and dedicated than other guys, I started to like him. And I had an opinion then that I have now, and he fought and beat better people than he is, skill-wise. But I just feel his work ethic and his mindset allows him to do that, and I think that's going to hold true in this match. You know, and even over time, now you can see his mindset. He fights with more confidence than he used to, and it's transferring over to his fights. You know, he fought my boy Masvidal, and I was like, man, Masvidal gonna run through him. You know, and I've known Jorge a long time, and he gave him a fight. He gave him a real fight. Even dropped him.
Yeah,
you know, and I'm like, whoa. And then he had the Joe Lazon fight, and they were like this close to each other. I was like, damn, get out of each other's face. And he don't care, man. And Jim Miller, you know, Jim Miller burns out. And Mike Chiesa keeps going and going and going. So I got Mike Chiesa, you know, maybe by finish, actually. By finish. You know?
Interesting. If this goes 3 rounds, then yeah, I'm going for Chiesa. If it was to end in the first or second, I think Jim might be able to pull it off, because Jim is a scrappy dude when it comes to the grappling. You know, it's not like he does anything great, but he's just one of those guys, man. He frustrates you, he smothers you, and the next thing you know, he's grabbing arm. Got a rear naked. I like Chiesa though because of his size. I just think, and no disrespect to Jim, I just think, you know, he's got a lot of mileage on him and whatnot from some of the wars that he's been in. And I just think Chiesa is a young dude that hasn't taken as much damage, and with his skill set and his size, I think it might be just a little bit too much for Jim to overcome. So I'm taking Mike Chiesa in this one. But I'm telling you, this is going to be an interesting and exciting bout to watch.
Yes. Who you got?
Who you got?
Mike the Maverick.
Ooh, nice.
I mean, you know, Jim Miller's a solid guy, but you know, great submissions, just great all around. But he's lately, I feel like he's on the
downward
slope.
Okay.
Still got a lot of fight in him. You know, he's still a tough opponent, but Chiesa's just solid, and like you guys pointed out, much bigger. So I have to give the edge to him.
Nice. That's interesting.
I mean, Jim Miller can always pull off a submission if Mike Chiesa should fuck up in any way.
Yeah.
Slip for a moment, he could get caught.
Yeah, Jim's not the guy to
barring that, I have to give the edge to the Maverick.
Won't be the battle of the beards in this one, so that's gonna be interesting.
Yes. So next we got main event, Thug. Rose Namajunas versus Paige VanZant. You know, first thing I want to say, JoJo, get better, sweetie. You know what I mean? I love your voice. I love everything you stand for. JoJo, holla at your boy Twitter, @FallNative510. You know, but here's the thing. I thought Paige was going to beat JoJo. I just have to say that right now. JoJo, don't be mad at me. I thought she was going to beat her, because the one thing, you know, Paige, they could say, oh, she's pretty, oh, she's young, oh, she ain't that good anything. She fights, dude.
You know, brings it.
It surprised me. I'm like, this fucking Malibu Stacy girl, she is fighting her ass off, and she never gets tired. She is like my son. She don't even know what tired is. She just goes and goes, and I was like, damn. And I thought that was going to overwhelm JoJo. Rose, on the other hand, I feel like that's a whole different matchup. Now I have it opposite. I think Rose is going to beat Paige VanZant. I feel she has the better striking, and I feel she has the better overall game, and I feel she has the better submissions. And like when I watch Paige fight Felice Herring, there's a lot of, despite her aggression causes holes in a game that already has holes in it. And I think Rose is the wrong person to bump into when you do that, because she has legitimate submissions on top and on bottom, and she's dangerous standing up. And I think the aggression is going to play against her this time.
So who you pick?
And I'm picking Rose, especially she got her haircut like Mad Max beyond Thunderdome, dog.
Damn right.
She do. Yeah, she do.
That means her power level went up. It went from like normal, like Goku when he first started fighting Frieza, to after Krillin died. She just about to go Super Saiyan. And it's gonna happen in this match. I got Rose.
The nerd meter just went
That's what that I got Rose. The
Phil?
bald head from
Yeah.
gold.
You know, for once, Greg Blackson is right.
For once.
Yeah, you know, I agree. People don't give Paige. You know, it's the female Sage Northcutt thing. They're like, oh, she's pretty, so therefore she's terrible. You know, she is scrappy as fuck, man.
Yeah.
She gets in there and, like you said, she fights. She's tough, and she's got some skills. You know, she's got a ways to go. But yeah, Rose is just I think much more dangerous. I mean, Rose pulled a finish by flying armbar
That is crazy.
when she was like a yellow belt or white belt or something. Like, what?
That is
What was
crazy.
that last like in 15 seconds or
That was
something
crazy.
too, yeah.
So, I mean, she's just crafty as hell, tough as hell, great striking, very unconventional, very hard to, you know, counter and game plan for. And she got those crafty submissions, so.
She could come up with something out of anywhere. You gotta understand on Embedded, she was thinking, what if squirrels were as big as humans? They would take over the world. When a person is thinking on that level,
That's awesome,
They could.
what submission are they
That's charming
What are
as
they
fuck.
gonna come up with?
by the
A
way.
person thinking on that level, they could be on PCP, but we're not gonna go there. But you know, Paige, very aggressive, comes from a good camp, team alpha male. She's still young, obviously, 6'1", 22. She's still learning the game, but she's aggressive, likes to come forward. She's got a pretty good top game from the top game on the ground. In a way, not fully, but she kind of reminds me a little bit of how Tito Ortiz was, to where when they get you down, they're constantly going to work on you, even if they're not in a dominant position. If they're in the guard, half guard, they're still going to constantly work, throw punches at you to not let you get so comfortable from the bottom. I like Paige a whole lot, but Rose, man, she is a completely different animal. As you guys have stated very well, I don't need to reiterate it, but she's a crafty veteran, very tough. You know, her fiance, Pat Barry, I think he's going to be a big influence on her career as far as just someone who's constantly there, who's been in the cage, helping her with the training and to go in there. But I'm going to say this, I think Paige is taking this only for the fact Rose took this fight on short notice. Now, granted, it wasn't like 3 days short. It wasn't like a week short. You know, she had some time to get ready for it. But still, Paige has been getting ready for a battle regardless this whole entire time. And I just think with her training camp, I just think right now she's got some good momentum. And she might be able to pull this one out simply for the fact that she had a longer training camp.
Question:
more intense.
Was Rose getting ready for a different fight before this though?
I'm not sure, and gotta excuse me on that one, but I think Rose was getting for a fight, but at a different date.
Yeah, I think so.
If I'm not mistaken.
So it's that later December card.
Yeah, so, you know, not necessarily, like I said, again, not that much time, but I just think Paige is going to be able to pull this one out. And, again, I think her training with Team Alpha Male is a real big bonus to her when she gets to that cage with some of these female fighters who don't come from a camp with so many high-level athletes to go up against on a daily
And
basis.
they're all near her size.
Exactly.
Well, it's close to her size.
Well, trust me, those little guys. But, yeah, so I think Paige VanZant takes this one. But, again, it's not going to be easy. This is a good main event right here.
So tell the fans
So
where they can
Rose.
reach you at.
Twitter, Instagram, KLUA11, KLUA11 on Snapchat, Bay Area 11, Bay Area 11. Go ahead, get at me. And on Facebook, follow my sports page, All Things Sports, putting up all sports, MMA, boxing, football, basketball, all of it, putting all the different stuff and everything you see on the major network. So get at me on social media. I do follow and respond back.
Spell Bag of Ice, Twitter, Instagram. Carlos B. Dog on Twitter.
At FallenAngel510, Twitter, Instagram, TheRealFallenAngel.com. Check it out. New, revamped, you know, behind the scenes. Crystal Galasso, get at her for any writing, editing, nutrition, meal plans if you're in Vegas. Super Manager, Tree Viegas, holla at her. All the info will be for all of us in the description. Just hit them up on social network. You know, if you want product placement, you want to sponsor me, book me for a fight, you know, get these guys on something else.
You want to sponsor me for a weight competition? I'm there.
In the description, you know, and got to thank Palmer Electric, Beyond Beauty by Kim, and my man Dr. Dumler in Vegas for helping me out, empowering this. Fight Live TV, check it out.